Welcome to a fantastic edition of Rebellion's educational series. I'm here with the CEO versus Games, a first of its kind prediction platform. John, why don't you tell our viewers more about this? I don't want to misinform them at all.
Thanks, Alex. It's great to be here. So Versus Game is a prediction game where you get paid if you're right. We're letting people predict the outcome of.
Well, first regulation. Are you able to do this in every state? Are there certain states that allow you to do this?
Yeah, so it depends on if you put money in or not, but you can play for fun and for free everywhere. We're in all the app stores. You can play for free play tickets everywhere. And then if you put some money in, then we are in the same states as like skills.
Well, doesn't every state allow you to play for a certain amount of prizes, and so you can give away tickets or gift baskets, dried apricots, stuff.
Yeah, who doesn't like dried apricots? Yeah, those are sweepstakes.
I have a great aunt who's on the board of gaming for Kansas, and so I've learned a little bit here and there.
Nice, yeah, absolutely. You're right. Yeah, so sweepstakes stuff, you can go anywhere. Free can go anywhere. When you put money in, which is called consideration, then it's limited to, they take out like 10 kind of useless states. No offense to anybody, but yeah. Well, yeah, so we're letting people predict the outcome of culture, and that means different things to everybody. It's always changing. So whatever trends are happening in the universe, we are a reflection of that. And people can find those games and questions on Versus Game. You can play for fun and for free, win cool prizes, cash prizes, play games.
I gotta stop. What has been the most popular game?
The category, there's not one, because games are happening.
The most popular category then.
Categories that are the most popular are either have to do with music and entertainment, and then stocks and crypto. Those two buckets.
Yeah. Well, let's focus on music and entertainment first. Is there a fun example you want to share with our viewers?
Absolutely. So a partner of ours is Billboard, and the questions like,
very cool.
So Kanye and Drake just came up with new albums, right? So it's Kanye versus Drake. Which song will be higher up on the Billboard charts by Friday at noon? So
that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
that is so cool.
And then so you'll actually see that question. You're like, great. I'm gonna put you're gonna buy some coins just like you would for Fortnite and use it on a really cool gun or something, right? Same thing here. You buy coins, they're in your wallet, and use them on a game when you want. So let's say you see this game, you're into music, and you're like, all right, great. I'm going to put $1 worth of coins in on Drake. Now the machine goes out and finds your match, kind of like Tinder. But in this scenario, your match is your opponent. So that means, Scooter and Zach, they all pick Drake as well. It passes over all of them until it finds me. I'm on the other side. So now me and you match up one-on-one, no odds, no pool, no playing against the house, no concept of the house, no crazy math, no lottery, the dollar amounts don't fluctuate. Just me and you. And it's a binary thing. It's this versus that, yes versus no. So now we match up. We have to go find matches for everyone else before the game ends. Fast forward, you're on your couch. The Friday comes along, Drake's song is higher up. So then you win. You win your dollar back plus my $1 worth of coins minus our platform fee. And so then
I would have assumed that the presidential election would be your most popular game, hands down.
It always swings depending on the demographic and what's trending. I forgot what was the last year's most popular games, but the overall categories that are just constantly humming for us are those two buckets, basically. But yeah, when there's some huge thing that goes down, then yeah, that takes over.
So you must be able to see trends then, what the market feels like, whether Bitcoin's going to go up or down.
All day long, millions of instances of data gets run through this thing. So we actually are spitting out intent-based consumer data, which means it hasn't happened yet, but this is the way that it could go because people are voting on future trends and events and topics with their time and money. It's weighted very heavily.
It seems like alternative data for the hedge fund space.
100%. We're actually got walked into hedge funds, Amex. We're selling this. We already started selling the data. It's very clean, no personal information on there, but just all the anecdotal information that people value.
Really? And so will you consider local political races, maybe like the mayor of Southampton, New York, for instance, a place that's near and dear to my heart. It was a hotly contested election, and I assume you could have gotten significant volume from just that locality.
Yeah, I didn't see any of those games come up. Maybe because I'm in California, but what one of our investors, Roblox, was like, "Hey, build a self-serve model, John, and get out of your own way, because this is a creator economy, right? Let the people, the masses, create the content, create the trends, and they're motivated to share it because they get to make a cut of our cut." So we did that, and that was a big inflection point for us. And so now you,
Brilliant.
as a loser like me, or Jason Derulo, Kevin Hart, or a big like UFC or Billboard, whoever, they can go out there and create their own content and share it with their friends. So now we offer three things to our partners: an ad-free revenue model. I think it's crazy that people still have ads. You spend so much time and money on creating content to get eyeballs just so you can put an ad in front of them. That's very legacy and almost inappropriate at this point because we all love ads,
I
right?
couldn't agree more with you. We have no ads on Rebellion's website.
That's awesome. I love your game. I did your name of your site and
Thanks.
your
We're doing about 3 million readers right now annually on top of our video series.
nice. Congrats. That's awesome. How long have you been around for?
Well, we've been a robo advisory for about 15 years. And then about 3 years ago, we started writing heavily. And now we have maybe 300-400 writers. It's a little bit of a Huffington Post kind of meets academia model.
I love it.
Like
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We should talk about some business after this.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Publications, because they all hate ads too. So
yeah, no, ads are over. Ads, they're a waste of money and they're offensive to the eye. So
they're offensive. No one wants to be sold to anymore. And so when you plug in, and everyone's coming up with these alternative revenue models, from crypto, NFT, trading cards, OnlyFans, Cameo, gamification, all that. Still, some people do.
What about sneakers? Are sneakers taking off on your platform at all?
Yeah, we got a bunch of sneakers going on. We're working with like we're going to be working with like Estee and a bunch of sneaker brands already, so it's pretty cool. And it's great to see some trends pop out of that from the data.
I have friends, in the office here who are investing in the sneaker market as a pure market play.
Mm-hmm.
So
sneakers is hot. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of not hot, what do you see as a fading trend?
That's an interesting question. Fading trend. I would have to say, as far as like an industry.
Anything that comes to your mind. Industry, personal good.
I would say certain social media outlets are changing.
Is it Facebook? Do you see less overall volume from Facebook? Do you see Facebook dying? Not dying, but do you see an attrition rate there?
I actually mean like Clubhouse was really hot, and then it's like what happened. Cameo,
fantastic. Yes, can agree more. It's exactly what I've observed as well.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, we're just on it's like a conference call, but I mean, it's cool.
Cameo was cool for a little bit,
I guess. Yeah. And so
hot second.
Stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. I think what people really want is community engagement, right? And so that fan engagement is the holy grail. That's the currency for people, right? Likes, followers, community engagement. So people have to think about that, right?
So then will you offer a platform for fans to watch games together, talk together, bet together? So it's almost like a fan fest, but an interactive one where they can both communicate and bet
and have fun. Yeah, it's not. Make predictions. Yeah, and so most people do it for fun and for free. And so, people are, everyone's just been a passive watcher for decades and years, right? I'm watching my favorite Twitch streamer. I'm listening to my favorite podcast. I'm listening to my favorite songs on Spotify, right? Well, everybody wants to interact with that. The brand wants everyone to interact with them. So now you can. When's the last time you played a game with your favorite podcast, your favorite celebrity, and they let you make some money with them too? Probably never, right?
That is the coolest idea ever. So you can get Ryan Reynolds to come in and say, hey, there's no way Kanye's making it $500, on Drake's album to top Kanye over the next 90 days. And then
exactly. And then people just jump all over him and argue and do what they normally do. Here's the deal.
Then you can just drive volume. You just start driving immense volume.
Yeah. This is the deal. We didn't create this human behavior. We're just supporting it and creating a fair and fun marketplace for the masses. We're saying, hey, you don't already have to be rich to make money like you do in Wall Street. This is for the people, by the people, real people. And this is already your habit. You're already doing this stuff. right? But there's no platform that's fair and fun for the masses.
I mean, you think about it, so many of our favorite movies of the last 50 to 75 years, there's just constant betting going on. You think a movie like Slapshot with Paul Newman, where they practically bet on everything that happens in their lives just because they're curious, and that is the human instinct. And there are certain, natural parts of the human element that just want to make a prediction on what's going to happen.
Well,
So
that's a
I
huge,
love your platform. I think you guys have fantastic potential.
you
And
nailed it. The genesis behind this is that we consume so much content all day long. We naturally form opinions and prediction off that content. It's that
what was the
reptilian
genesis of the
brain.
business?
This is it. We
You have a partner, or are you?
Yeah, I'm the founder and CEO, and we have an awesome team of people and some of the most amazing Illuminati investors ever that shaped our worlds that we live in.
Where in California are you guys based?
San Francisco.
Wonderful. I love San Francisco. Great town to
Come on
visit.
out.
Yeah, no, Napa Valley is the best. Nothing compares. So
Yeah, absolutely. It's tough to get through that whole day there or afternoon without too much wine. So
anyway, well, this was a wonderful conversation, and I look forward to seeing you guys continually, and all of the best, Tom.
likewise, Alex. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.